into synthesis gas while the coal remains deep underground. Syngas can be easily converted into liquid fuels, synthetic natural gas, and for power generation. UCG enables deep coals that are not suitable for conventional mining to be converted into valuable products. Simply put, UCG works like this. A vertical production well is drilled into the coal seam, which can be located more than 300 meters and up to 2 kilometers below the surface. Once the well has been drilled, steel casing and special high-temperature cement are installed from surface to the coal seam to ensure isolation from any groundwater aquifers. The injection well is then drilled horizontally in the coal seam to intersect the production well. The well is drilled along the bottom of the coal seam in order to maximize the amount of coal converted into gas. A coiled tubing unit is rigged up over the injection well in preparation for startup of the gasifier. The injection well is connected to surface facilities and the oxidant supply equipment. The UCG surface facilities are of modular design. To start the UCG process, an ignition tool is connected to the coil tubing and inserted into the injection well. The ignition tool then travels through the injection well and is positioned ready for ignition. Heat generated from the ignition tool and the oxygen pumped from the surface start the coal gasification process. The startup sequence only takes a couple of hours. Sustained gas production is achieved by pumping large quantities of oxygen into the well. The gasification process involves the carbon from the coal reacting with steam to form carbon monoxide and hydrogen. The UCG site is chosen very carefully in order to ensure that the high temperature zone is contained within the coal seam. The byproducts of the UCG process remain behind within the coal seam as ash. The syngas, which contains a high percentage of carbon monoxide, hydrogen and methane, flows from the gasification chamber through the horizontal connection in the coal seam and up the production well. Syngas is piped to a nearby plant for conversion into liquid fuels such as diesel and jet fuel, synthetic natural gas, chemicals or power production. The process is repeated along the length of the injection well, converting all the coal in the vicinity of the well into syngas. In commercial operations, multiple gasifiers are operated simultaneously to produce the required syngas and produce very large quantities of energy from a small footprint. There are many benefits to UCG, including access to deep stranded coal without the need for mining, higher energy intensity than other processes, minimal surface disturbance, no people underground. After UCG operations have ceased, the site is then decommissioned in a controlled manner and returned